Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and flying the FlyLens 85 by Flywoo here, and this might be the best small drone that you can get. To power the drone, we picked up these Flywoo Explorer batteries. They are 750 mAh batteries here, so let's open them up and see what they look like. So inside here you get a pack of stickers labeled 1 to 10, so you can label your batteries. That's kind of cool. A couple more Flywoo stickers. And these are the batteries here. So they are super small. They're 2-cell batteries. So there's just two 1-cell batteries in the same pack here. We picked up 4 of these ones. We didn't get any 550 ones, only the 750s. So this is what we have to start flying the drone here. And now we'll go ahead and open up the actual drone. Take this little cover off. Open it up, and it looks like we have a lot of hardware in here. So we have the DJI O4 air unit guide in here, 2 antennas. Looks like a USB-C cable that you can connect to Betaflight through. We've got some extra screws in here, a screwdriver, extra propellers. We have more stickers here, the same ones that we got with the batteries, that same support card, more battery label stickers. And now we have the drone itself here. It comes kind of like vacuum sealed in plastic. All right, and this is a drone here. So it's a super small drone, really lightweight. We went with the one with the DJI O4 air unit installed on it already. One thing that I'm noticing is it has like this rubber mat here. So I'm guessing that's, or this foam mat. I'm guessing that's what this extra thing is here. So that's how you have to land it. Didn't really think about that. We're gonna have some rough landings with this, I can tell you that already. We'll pull out our smallest drone that we have that's HD, and this is a Cinelog 30V3. It is quite smaller than the drone here. This is a 3.5-inch drone, and this one here, the new one that we have, is a 2-inch drone. So as you can see the size difference here, this one's gonna be great for flying indoors, around people, and it's got that great DJI O4 camera on it, so we're gonna get great quality footage out of this camera too. Looking at the camera further, it looks like it comes with a UV filter on it, which is really nice. Nice touch by them, and they have a 3D printed mount on top of the camera here, so if you bump the drone into anything, you're gonna hit that mount and not the actual camera. That's a super tight fit for the battery here, which is good. And then I think we just push it through as far as you can. There we go, it reaches. So this is the whole setup of the drone here. It has LED lights on it too, which is kind of cool. We can open up this little bag and see what's inside of it. So it looks like we do have something to take the props off here, a prop removal tool, those extra propellers, 2 of these. I guess these are for different battery sizes. So these are for the 1000 mAh batteries. This one here is for the 550. This one here is for the 750, the one that we have. It's already installed for us there. That screwdriver, the cable, and then the extra screws, and then that one pad for the bottom there. One thing I'm not sure about is if I'm supposed to install these antennas or not. I would assume that these are just kind of short antennas, and if you wanted the longer ones, you put these on. Looking at the drone packaging here, it looks like they just have the small ones up there, so I guess we'll go for that for now. We're not gonna be flying this drone too far away, so if there is any signal breakup or anything, we can just use these, but it's nice to have these extra anyways. So we'll go ahead and create a model for this new drone here. So we'll go to our mixers tab here and set our arming switch. Okay, we'll put the weight down to -100. We'll have this switch set up here for our different flying modes. This one will be for our crash flip. And then we need one for our beeper. So it looks like our controller is all set up here. It's time to bind the drone to the controller. So I think all you have to do for this one is unplug it 3 times. We'll get this set up here on the bind button. So 1, 2, 3, click bind, bind again, and now we're connected to the drone here. And we got the signal on the controller. Time to move on to the O4 unit, get that bound to the Goggles 3 that we have now. Next, gonna open up the DJI Assistant 2 app, the consumer series, and then open up the DJI O4 Pro air unit and see if there's any updates that need to happen before we can connect it to the goggles. And yep, there is. So we're gonna click on the latest version here and click upgrade. It could take a minute or two for your drone It could take a minute or two for your drone to connect to the DJI Assistant 2, so you just got to give that time as well, but this one connected pretty quick, so we'll just wait for this update to finish. Okay, now that the update's complete, we can disconnect the drone from our computer. We can then go ahead and turn on our Goggles 3 here. To put the O4 into binding mode, you need to click this little button on the side here with the tweezers or something like that. It'll start blinking red, and then once that's blinking red, you hold the power button down for a couple seconds on the Goggles 3. And there we go. It is now binded to the drone. Okay, yep, we're getting video on the drone here, and we have our full OSD up there as well already, so that's great. Don't have to worry about any of that. Now it's time for the last step, plugging the drone into Betaflight and setting up our controller to the switches that we set up for the drone here. Okay, now we have the drone hooked up to Betaflight here. We're gonna open up the modes tab, and then aux1 is arm. Let's see if that's correct. Yep, so there we go. We're gonna be arm there. aux2 is horizon. That's good there. Flip over after crash. We're just going to switch that around. So when it's down, it's in the off position, and when it's up, it's in the on position. LED beacon. We might change that to something else. We're going to add the beeper. Add range. We're going to put this on 4. Change that to 5 for now. Alright, so I guess this drone has no beeper on it. We do have a couple of small beepers coming in, so I might install one on here. Or maybe I have to set something up in ESC configurator, but if we click arm on the drone here, it's going, and it is so quiet. Can't even hear it armed. And that's a full unboxing and setup of the FlyLens 85 by Flywoo. The only thing left now is to get this thing up in the air. We're out here for the test flight now. Unfortunately, I forgot my mic, so hopefully the audio doesn't sound too bad, but we're just gonna fly one pack, test it out, and see how it flies. So we got the battery plugged in already. Time to take it up and see what happens here. All right, and here we go. First flight with it. These are also all the default rates and settings of the drone. We haven't changed anything, it's all how it came here. It kind of feels like a whoop a little bit, like a tiny whoop. I find that it's bobbling a lot, so I might have to fix some of the rates on the throttle, especially here. A little bit of prop wash on the way down there. It's handling quite well. We'll kind of mess around here. And then again, I only have the camera in auto mode too. Like, we didn't bring out any ND filters or anything with us today, so. Whoa. Yeah, it feels exactly like a tiny whoop, but a little bit heavier. Which, that's kind of what it is. The batteries that we have are, I don't even know how to pronounce it, if you can pronounce it, but it's LiHV batteries, not LiPo. So I don't know when to land the drone. I don't know if it's still 3.5 volts or what, but it can get charged up to 4.35 volts per cell. I don't know if the OSD is set up for a LiPo or this kind of battery. But we're starting to get low battery flashing at us, so kind of just cruise down this way a bit, go through the trees again. You can put this thing through small spaces here, which is nice. Oh, Yeah, so I'm just gonna land the drone now. Let's see how the landing goes. Been flying for about 3 minutes here. Not too bad. I wonder if I can land that in my lap. Probably could land it in my lap, but down there is fine for now. So first impressions on this little drone is it feels like a tiny Whoop, just a little bit heavier. Like I can feel the weight of the drone for sure flying. I might go ahead and switch over the rates to the cinematic ones that we have on the Cine log right now. This is definitely a different type of drone that we have here. It's really small, so we can use it for different things like flying through really small gaps, around people, indoors. So I'm excited to see what we can come up with for this drone here. If you want to see more videos on this drone or have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video.